Well, I guess it would seem it was time for the rematch that was always meant to be. Hey guys, DB Rai here, and well, today, as you already know, I'm continuing with what if Bulma became a Z Warrior? Now that we're basically heading straight into the Buu Saga, and basically where we last left off is basically the beginning to the Buu Saga has definitely been quite different this time around, with Gohan and Dabura actually battling a lot earlier than in the original, battling outside Barbady's ship after Dabura destroyed Kibito, and turned Krillin and Kami to stone, leading to Gohan getting angry and trying to basically deal with the situation early. However, during the battle, Raditz became very frustrated at his nephew that he had lost his killer instinct. That killer instinct he showed back in the Cell games. That fight, his fighting instinct was down the toilet. His raw power was the same, but his instincts for battle were just completely out of it. And this actually ended in the young man being turned to stone himself, and luckily being caught by Goku. And so Vegeta and Goku have been forced to venture into the ship, with Supreme Kai of course, in order to chase down Dabura, who has since returned to his master and has begun pointing out this evil. And as Pui Pui battled Vegeta, Barbary was thinking, is it that one? Is that the one you're talking about, Dabura? No. Now for the second turn, it's actually Raditz who takes on Yakon instead of Goku. And basically, this is where Raditz shows off his power, and the way he takes down Yakon is just very ruthless and brutal. He didn't do the whole Super Saiyan thing and risk the monster draining his energy. He just sensed him out and just beat him to smithereens badly, with a bit of a grin on his face. Raditz sort of feeling, sort of that top dog sort of feel. A feeling he's been wanting all his life. Of course, given his history that we all know. And, well, oh, I see, Dabura. So that's the one you're talking about. Yes, he would make a fine warrior. All right. Barbary begins working his magic, and suddenly Raditz is coming down in agony, and he's just sort of hearing this sort of voice in his head. Raditz, tell me, do you long to see your brother be put in his place once and for all? Do you wish to see you rise as the Saiyan warrior you were always meant to be? And well, in the end, with Raditz resisting as much as he could, he ultimately gives in to Barbary, and we get Majin Raditz. And then they are transported to the World Martial Arts Tournament, much like Barbary does in the original. Raditz's anger is pointed directly at Goku and at Bulma. Remember, it was Bulma and Goku that bested him all those years ago. And Raditz, deep down, has been wanting to get a little bit of payback for all that. And well, thanks to the wizard Barbary, he now has his chance. So, basically, Bulma worrying about Gohan, what happened to Gohan. Raditz threatening, if you don't fight me, Bulma, I'll make sure I destroy your son. And well, you don't need to tell someone like Bulma twice, and her quick response actually prevented Raditz from pulling a Vegeta and attacking people in the crowd. Goku, of course, pleading to Barbary to change the location immediately, and if you do that, we'll fight Raditz. Sorry. So meanwhile, you've got Vegeta of all people, with Supreme Kai trying to go ahead and basically stop Majin Buu from being born. Meanwhile, the battle between Raditz and Bulma is a very brutal one. It seems that Gohan isn't the only one who's lost his step. You two are getting weaker by the second. Goku and Bulma are actually having a hard time getting Raditz under control. And I know, right? This is Raditz we're talking about. And well, basically because Goku didn't die, he didn't have the 7 years of non-stop training, to pull off, Super Saiyan 3 to have all that excess energy that he has in the original. So, in a way, Goku is weaker in a way. And, luckily, Bulma's, being an android, thanks to Dr. Gero, she's able to, keep the fight going, infinite energy and all that. And thanks to her, sharing some of said energy with, Goku, they're still pretty much in this fight. And, well, eventually, the, tables begin to turn on Raditz. Tell me, brother, how long are you going to use your wife as a crutch? Raditz, you're not yourself. And I know that. And given time, I will forgive you for this. I just hope you can forgive us for what we're about to do. And well, Goku full-on powers up to Super Saiyan 2. Now Goku has gotten stronger over the years, he's just not as strong as what he is in the original timeline. And so, him and Bulma are resorting to their team attacks to, catch Raditz off balance. Meanwhile, Vegeta and Supreme Kai have managed to storm their way past the rest of Barbady's security, and pretty much you've got Vegeta, who's basically charging straight in against Dabura, and Dabura is actually killed off right then and there. Vegeta was still stronger than Dabura, and unlike Gohan, Vegeta has not lost a single step at all. Not in his power, not in his fighting ability, and especially his killer instinct. His instinct to get rid of a serious threat. He gets rid of Dabura, and, well, this essentially leaves Barbary on his own. Now, Goku's battle with Goku and Bulma's battle with Raditz is not quite anywhere near the sort of intensity that it was with Goku and Vegeta. They are well aware that if they aren't careful, they could unleash Majin Buu. So Bulma and Goku are battling Raditz very intelligently. And well, basically, there was just no time to get all that energy up because Barbary is destroyed, and then Vegeta basically levels the ship as he's basically leaving. The ship is destroyed, Majin Buu's egg is still pretty much intact, and well, Vegeta is thinking, powering up completely to Super Saiyan 2 and giving it a final blast and destroying it. However, Supreme Kai puts a stop to this immediately because a blast like that could actually end up waking up Majin Buu instead. Just, let's not take any unnecessarily chances. There's no more wizards to free him. Majin Buu can just stay in that ball. And why not? And now that the spell that Barbary had on Raditz now wearing off because Barbady's dead, he's basically kneels down and basically just full-on apologizes to Goku and Bulma for his actions. And Goku just says, "Don't sweat it, bro. I know you didn't mean it. I know it was all that creep Barbady's fault, but that's just it, Kakarot. You don't understand. To some level, I did want it. I did want to avenge that loss all those years ago. And well, Goku just basically says that he can understand that. After all, he's lost to opponents before. So has Bulma. It's something they've all been through at one point. Another that loss that they can't get over. In a way, that was like Goku for Jackie Chun all those years ago. The disguised Master Roshi who beat him. And well, with the Dragon Balls now being summoned, they decide to bring back everyone who was basically killed by Barbary and his men, which does actually restore Spobovich and Yamu, who now no longer have their M's in their head and are feeling just as ashamed of everything they did, like in the original. After all, Spobovich and Yamu, they were just typical martial artists until Barbary got their hands on them. So they were fully apologetic to what they did to Gohan, and of course apologetic to what they did to Videl. Gohan, of course, being freed from his stone prison, same with Kami and Krillin, after, Vegeta killed Deborah. And that, of course, means Kibito was brought back as well, and they thanked the Dragon Team promptly for all their help before transporting the orb back to the world of the Kais. And before leaving, they basically give Gohan an award for everything he did. After all, I heard about what he did, during the Cell games, and it's basically just as an extra reward for their services in stopping Boo, they allowed Gohan permission to return with them to the world of the Kais to receive training with their Z-Sword. Just as a special sort of reward. And if it turns out Gohan can't move the Z-Sword, nothing lost. But if he can, perhaps this will give them a bit of an advantage, if there's ever another threat that comes to threaten the Earth. And so, Gohan does train with the Z-Sword, Goku tagging along with him via instant transmission, and just like in the original, they break the Z-Sword, releasing Elder Kai, who awakens Gohan's mystical abilities, anyway, as a thank you. And so, basically with that, Vegeta is a little bit disappointed that it wasn't him who got to go there and train with the Z-Sword, but they felt that Vegeta didn't have the right sort of mentality and personality. Basically, they didn't feel he was worthy to wield the Z-Sword. Gohan, however, who is basically mostly pure of heart, just like his old man, they felt like he deserved it. After all, in terms of raw power, Gohan is still the strongest as well. So, thanks to Elder Kai awakening his mystic ability, this means that Gohan can get back to his training and be able to master that. And well, as for Capsule Corporation and whatnot, Gohan does begin, being involved in running the corporation along with his mother, which is a pretty good career, a very standard salary. And the good thing about running the corporation, much like how Bulma does it does keep his free time. So he doesn't have to run off from conference to conference like his original counterpart and, neglecting his training. And well, Bulma is just proud of her son, proud of her family, and this basically does keep the whole Buu saga short, and basically, you know, not that long from then, Gohan and Videl get married, and we begin wrapping things up as we're about to head into Dragon Ball Super territory, and that's where we're going to leave things for right now. So, what did you guys think? Did you enjoy this story? You know, would you actually like to see me actually continue this into the Dragon Ball Super arc? Do let me know in the comments, because yeah, when I get back, and if I see there are enough comments there who want to see this go on into Dragon Ball Super territory, I will definitely continue that. But for right now, this is where we're going to end things. So, as always, definitely leave your thought in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And let's get this discussion going and get more people seeing it. Alright, I'll catch you later. Have a good one, guys.